Yeah. So good morning, everyone. In the last videos, I think we have seen Python programs, how to work with Python programs, and various important topics related to the introduction. So we covered very clearly. So in today's session, of course, I told these fundamentals of Python and these features. So I am going to take in the next week after commencing our regular class. Now let us go for this topic called what is mean by data types and what are the various data types available. So let us in detail explain about these concepts. Very simple, sir. If you take any programming language, not only Python, if you take any programming language, sir, in that if you are implementing any small chota application also, compulsory the data is going to play an important role. Okay, just for example sake, consider I want to take a student management system. Okay, student management system like this. I want to develop one small application like this. In this application, just for example sake, if you consider student name will be there. Sir, what type of data it is? Can I say it is a string? String means what? Group of characters. Group of characters. Sir, next term, student hall ticket number will be there. What type of data it is? Is it a number, integer type? Yes. Then percentage of marks will be there. Can I say is it a decimal values? Yes. Sir, something like 56.78. In such a situations, we have to go for this decimal values. Decimal values. I want to represent email. Sir, it is also a group of characters. I want to represent a mobile number. It is also integer type of data. Okay. So next I want to represent the address. Okay. So what type of data? String. Sir, is that student pass or fail? Pass or fail. Sir, do you know true or false? True or false? This type of data is called as Boolean data. Yes or no type of data will comes under this category. So like etc. So if you take any application, sir, in the world, if you consider any application, definitely that application is going to use some data in your mission. Like suppose if you are writing Python program, so compulsory the type of the data we have to declare. Suppose if you are using Java, then compulsory you have to declare type of the data. So if you take any programming language, the data is going to play an important role. So here data type represent, okay, data type represents the type of the data, the type of the data, so that we are storing, storing inside our program, inside our Python program. Data type represents what type of data that we are going to store inside this particular program, sir, Python program. Sir, do you know these data types in other programming languages? We have groups like integers, floating point, characters like that. But Python is providing support these data types in the form of object. Sir, Python considers each and everything, okay, each and everything as an object, as an object. Everything will be treated as an object in Python. Sir, the following, the following are the list of data types existed. Okay, list of data types existed in Python. Sir, what data types we have? Integer data type is there. Next and after that, float data type is there. Next and after that, do you know Boolean data type is there. Next and after that, a complex data type is there. Okay, so next and after that we are going to talk about string data type. String data type is there. Okay, next and after that we have list. Okay, so we have list data type is there. So if you want to store some sequence of data, then we have to go for list data type is there. Okay, so something like array. And opposite for this, of course, we will see this in detail. Tuple data type is there. Next and after that, set data type is there. So frozen set, if you don't want to modifications, frozen set data type is there. And a dictionary data type is there. Okay, so next and after that, bytes data type is there. So then byte array data type is there. So next and after that we have range data type is there. So range data type is there. And next and after that none. Like almost you can count, we have 14 data types are there, sir. In our syllabus, we are going to discuss about this. First integer, then float, then boolean. So then we are going to talk about a complex like that. In the entire data types chapter, we are going to discuss in detail. Okay, sir, introduction to the data types. Like if you take any application, the type of the data that we are using to represent that application in our program is called as what? Data type. And how many data types are supported by Python? 14 data types are there which are providing support for Python. I think those 14 data types list I have given very clearly for you. Sir, please confirm up to these, do you have any doubts? Yes, I need response from everyone. Up to this, do you have any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Clear?
Yeah.
Right. Next. Sir, do you know there is a one small advantage is there in Python? Okay. So what if the email contains numbers also? No problem. No problem. String means not only characters. Everything is called as a character. So do you know characters in the sense what? Small a to small z, capital A to capital Z. Okay. Capital A to capital Z, 0 to 9. Okay. Special characters. Everything will comes under string only. Everything will comes under string only. Suppose if you have abc at the rate or abc123 at the rate gmail.com, no problem. This dot is a character, at the rate symbol is a character, 123 is also character. Got it, Shravani? Right. Now, sir, do you know there is one small subtopic is there? So what is that is statically typed programming language. Sir, what is mean by statically typed programming language? Very simple, sir. Before before using any variable in the programming, before using any variable in the programming, so we have to declare the type of the data, so that we are using. Okay, so this type of programming languages are called as statically, okay, statically typed programming languages. So before using the variable, if you are declaring the type, then such a type of languages are called as statically typed languages, like C, so C++, Java, etc. These programming languages are called as statically typed. If you want, just for your understanding purpose, I am taking one small program. Of course, I will take a Java program. Have a look once. Sir, consider I am taking a simple Java program. So, like this is the format of Java program. Now you can see, sir, test.java. Do you know in this Java program, I want to use one variable like x. Its value is nothing but triple one. Its value is nothing but what? Triple one. Sir, can I take like this? No. Immediately when you are trying to compile your Java program, so it is going to throw error message saying, array, so cannot find a symbol. I can't able to find out the symbol called x. X is what type? X is what type? You have to mention. Otherwise, it won't go further. Okay, it won't go further. So when you are trying to take like this, then immediately we are going to get error. Sir, what is the meaning of this? Compulsory, we must declare the type of data. Okay, because it is statically typed programming language. So if you declare this x as an integer type, no problem, my program is going to run fine, and even it is going to execute. There is no mistake. There is no mistake in the program. Sir, have you observed how my Java is going to treat? Compulsory, you have to declare the type of the data. Sir, what about a contradiction for that? Dynamically typed programming language. Sir, what is mean by dynamically typed programming language? We are not required to provide the type, so at the time of declaration. Okay. So Okay, so dynamically typed programming language means what? So before using any variable, so in the program, so we are not required to declare the type of data, the type of data. So in the program, so such a type of programming language. So this type of programming languages are called as what, sir? Dynamically. Okay. So dynamically typed programming languages like this we have. Sir, example for these programming languages. Yes, we have JavaScript is there. Okay, next and after that Perl script is there. So next and after that shell script is there. And even Python is also example for that. Sir, can you show me with an example code? Yes, same program I'm taking in Python. Have a look once. Sir, I declared x is equal to triple two. Sir, is this code is going to raise any error message? No, no issue at all. Sir, it is going to compile, it is going to execute fine without showing any error. Sir, explicitly, have I mentioned the value of x as a integer? No. Automatically, whatever value that you are assigning, sir, here I assigned triple two. So my Python is going to recognize this triple two is what type of data? Integer type of data, and automatically it will be assigned. Array sir, is it really true? Suppose consider I am taking y is equal to Prakash. So automatically it is going to consider the type of the data as a string. The type of the data as a string. Sir, where is the proof? Don't worry. Within few minutes we are going to discuss about that. Okay. So I think you people got the difference between statically typed programming language and dynamically. So our Python is what? Dynamically typed programming language. Okay. So we are not required to provide the type of the data. Sir, everything seems to be good, but why we have to learn these data types? Okay, you may have a doubt, but please make sure as a programmer, as a programmer, we must know the list of data supported by Python. What are the data types supported by Python? We have to explore in that area, right? For that we are learning data types, but in the real time you won't declare the type of the data. Depending on the situation, automatically you are going to use. I think the concept, like what is mean by statically typed programming language, what is mean by dynamically typed programming language. Is these two topics are clear for you people, friends? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next one. Sir, next one. Have a look once. So four important and common functions in Python. So before starting the actual data types concept, you should know there are some four special functions are there. We have to see what are those functions. Sir, do you know here in Python, everything is treated as an object only. From the day one, I am trying to explain this terminology. So in Python, each and everything is considered as an object only, whether it is integer or floating point or string, anything you can take that will be represented in the form of object only. That will be represented in the form of object only. Sir, here also, so how you can able to represent? Very simple, sir. So consider I am taking the value of a is equal to 10. Sir, what type of data it is? First of all, 10 is an object. Then what type of object? It is integer object. So remember carefully, if an object is there, so there is one object oriented concept is there called a class. Okay, for any class, so we can create object. So suppose if you are taking a is equal to 10, internally there is one class is there with name integer. So we are creating object for the integer class. Sir, for this, I'm going to explain some basic examples, basic functions. What is the first function that we have here is print of object. What this function is going to do? So it prints the content, okay, the content of the given object. Whatever object that you have passed, just it is going to print the content. Sir, have a look once. I have A is equal to 10. Okay. So next and after that, I have B is equal to some 20 point. So 7109 is there. Some C is equal to, I have Prakash. Like this I have. Can I print A value? Yes. Can I print B value? Yes. Can I print C value? Yes. Sir, what output we are going to get? If you print A, 10. Sir, here, whatever I am writing, so if you are taking anything after hash symbol, this is treated as a comment. Comment means what? When you are executing, these lines will be removed. These lines will be ignored, and it will execute only this part. Whatever there in the green color, while executing, these things won't be reflected in your program. Okay. Now what will happen? Just we are going to print 10, and here it will print 20 20.7109 something. In this case, it is going to print Prakash, right? Because three different objects I have taken, and it will print all these objects like this. Let us see what will happen. You can see we got a 10 20.7109. So Prakash, like this, we got the content of the object. This is the first function what we have. So already we discussed from day one about this print. What is the general meaning of a print function? It is used to print the given content on the screen. Beyond that, nothing. Sir, what about the second one? What about the second one? So, sir, are you clear with this first function? Please confirm. Yes, please respond. Are you clear with this function? Right. Sir, what is the second function? Do you know? The second function is type function is there. Just you have to send an object. What it is going to do? So it is used to print. It is used to print the type of object, that we have given, or that we have passed. Whatever object that you have passed as an argument, it is going to return the type of the object, sir. Okay. So directly I am taking example. Sir, take the same example. Now I want to print type of A. Sir, what type of data A is? I told right it is integer type. Sir, I want to print a type of B. Anyone tell me what is the type of the B? Please confirm. Friends, please confirm. What is the type of the B? Array, with your knowledge, can you please tell me? Hmm? Boolean. Ayo. Madam, you can see 20.7G71, some numbers are there. Okay. Sir, decimal or float? Yes, please make sure it is of type float. Points are there. Sir, at least can you please tell me type of C? What type of data C is? I think everyone is going to give correct answer for this. Very good, very good. It is of type string. It is of type string. Okay. So group of characters. Now have a look once. Sir, are you seeing here? Of course, I told right it is an object. If object is there, corresponding class should be there. Forget about this. So class, what type of data? First one, integer type of data. What type of data? Second one, floating point data. What type of data? Third one, it is nothing but a string type of data. For your convenient purpose, assume I am taking some numbers within the square brackets. Do you know? This is called as something like a list. So something it is used to store the content, group of values. If you want to collect, then we have to go for this one. If you ask a type of D, it is going to return in the form of list. Have you observed? List, a group of values. So of course, in detail about that, anyway, we have our syllabus, list data type, all these things we will cover. Just I am mentioning there is one special function is there with name type. That function is going to return the type of the data what we are using in our program. Friends, is this first function and second function are clear for you people? Please confirm. Yes, please respond. Clear up to this, whatever I covered. Right. Yeah, just give me 1 minute, sir. Please wait. Please wait. What is a class? I told it is an object oriented programming. Okay. So it is an object oriented programming. So for the class, we can create object. Okay. Because Python is going to treat each and everything as an object. So corresponding classes should be there. We can define our own class also. Okay. Somewhere in our introduction part, if you remember, so I told somewhere Python is all rounder. For that, I have taken any program. Yes, you can see. So Python is all rounder. So scripting means simply we can write a program like this. So functional means we can define a function and you can call any number of times. Object oriented means what? You have to create a class and you need to create object for this. So D is what type of data? It is of type demo. Okay, if you want, you can see the same program. I am continuing here. Have a look once. So if you ask what is the type of D, sir, what it is going to tell? So what it is going to tell? Have you observed? It is of type class demo. Like that, we have a class, predefined class is there with name int. Okay. So for that, I am creating the object. Got the point? Don't worry. In the object orientation, we will see in detail. At least just at a top level, try to understand. Got it, Mahesh? Yeah. Just please wait for 1 minute, sir. Just please wait. Yeah. So thank you. Now let us continue. So this is nothing but two functions what we have. Okay. Mahesh. So one student is asking this question. Sir, I'm confused. Type function is to know that data type. Yes. But it returned with the class data type. No. See, I told that's why. Data type means you are feeling that it is something different. No. Data type means what? It is an object only. It is an object only. Okay. So there is one class is there with the name integer. There is one class is there with the name integer. If you create a is equal to 10, this a is what type of data? Integer type of data. Suppose if you create a class called student. So later if you are writing student s is equal to some information if you are providing. So for the student, this s belongs to student class. Are you getting my point? Like that, based on the value which you are assigning, automatically its a type will be decided. What type of data here is? Integer. Integer is a data type, but originally everything is treated as an object. Object means corresponding parent should be there or corresponding template should be there. Suppose consider I am taking, so person is equal to something like Prakash. Okay, person is equal to something like Prakash. Okay, so now I'm taking so animal is equal to sir something like or for example consider, so laptop is equal to something like I'm taking Dell. Sir, now here what is a type of person? Type of person is nothing but something I am going to define class a human being. Class a human being. Then what will happen? It is of type. Prakash is what type of data? It is a human being. Have you observed for that already one class is defined called human? person will become object for that class. Similarly, what about this one? So it is going to define something like a electronic device, electronic device. Sir, can I say Dell is nothing but an object for electronic device? Yes. We have so many electronic devices are there. In that, Dell is representing one electronic device. In the same way, so we are going to declare like x is equal to 10. Sir, 10 is what type of data? So there is a predefined class is there called integer. This 10 belongs to this integer class. At least some idea you got now, right, Mahesh? Don't worry, in the object oriented programming we will see. Just concentrate on these words alone. Got it?
What is the difference between class and data type, sir?
Both are same, madam. Because
Both
if
are
you are,
similar.
yeah, see, uh, for a class you have to create an object. So I request everyone to please ignore the concept of class. Okay, suppose if you are taking a is equal to 10, what type of data it is? Integer. See, integer is technically just for your understanding purpose I am writing like this, but actually what is the meaning? We have to write like this. Even in the data types I have given the list, right? I mean different types of data types like this I have given. I need to put here class. So it is nothing but a class integer data type. So class floating point data type, like that I have to write. But you people are going to confuse. That's why just only names alone I have given. So int means it is representing integer class. Float means it is representing float class. Set means it is representing set class. Bytes means it is representing byte class. So that the class word I removed and I mentioned the later type names. Are you getting my point? Both are same. So int is not a single word. In front of that class word is there. Got it?
Yes. So
Yeah.
basically, if you scroll up a little bit, there to the example.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if I come here, right, sir?
Hmm.
So you have defined A, B, C, D, right?
Hmm.
All this.
Hmm.
A, B, C, D are the objects.
Hmm.
To my understanding, that's what I
Hmm.
understand,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
Yes.
So A is an object,
Hmm.
and when you say, how do you
See,
assign an
generally,
object?
yeah. 1 second, sir. You got clarity that it is an object,
Yes, sir.
right? It is also an object. 1 second, 1 second. It is also an object.
Right.
It is also an object.
Yeah.
It is also an object. So
Sure.
totally we have 4 objects are there.
Right.
How you are differentiating these objects? Definitely there is a difference, right? It is what type of object?
Yes, sir. I get that.
Integer
Like
object.
by looking at the value, I can identify like what sort of
Yes.
data type it is.
Yes.
But
Yes.
my
That.
point is like A, B, C, D are the objects. But yesterday in the class, when you defined a class, and again after the class, you have assigned that class to an object, and that's how you can call an object. But you're saying now the object is being assigned. When you call that object, now the class is returning.
Sir,
It's the vice versa yesterday, right?
No. This is correct information only I have given. See, in the
I
yesterday's
am
class,
confused, sir.
yeah,
I'm not
that's what
saying
I
you
understood.
did.
I understood. So this is nothing but the concept which I covered yesterday, right?
Yes, sir. This is the one.
So
Yep.
this class is there. There is
Yeah.
no confusion in the class, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So just I'm closing this class. Now we have a class demo is there.
Yep.
Okay. So how to create object for this? Just I am going to take obj1 is equal to, if I am taking like a 10. So our Python is a dynamically typed programming language. What type of data that you are assigning, based on this automatically type will be decided. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, what type of data we are assigning? Integer value. There is a predefined class is there with name int. That means this 10 is object for this class. Similarly, if you take obj2 is equal to, can I take object for second class? Yes. We have to create object for this because this demo object is not a predefined. You are creating. You have to assign manually. Otherwise, how Python is going to consider automatically? Because automatic concept is applicable only for predefined. So if you are assigning like this, if someone is already defined this type in the library, then only Python is going to identify. Suppose if you are writing like demo, how Python can recognize whether it is a predefined or not? If it is a predefined, Suppose consider I'm creating later obj3 is equal to, so something like student of roll number is one, name is nothing but a Prakash, percentage is nothing but 34.67. If there is a predefined class called a student, then it is going to consider student object, but there is no predefined. So we have to define the student class and we need to create in this style. Have you observed? It is a student object. We are creating manually. This is demo object. We are creating manually. Here we are assigning the value. Based on that, automatically the type will be created. But if it is user defined, you need to create in this style. In which style we have to create? Like int of 10, something like that. Got the point?
Right.
Instead of this, simply we are going to write a number. Automatically it is going to consider, because it is a predefined. That's all, nothing more than that. At least
So
up to some extent you got the clarity.
yes, I got this all this stuff, sir. But my point is like you have the class, and but if you have to recognize a class, you obviously have to assign it to an object, and then only you can make sense out of that class.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right. But
Yes.
my point was like you just reversed it by explaining that I've already have an object, but when you given the type, it returned the class. I thought like object is the parent and the demo, I mean, a class is the child to it.
No, 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 no. Parent child, just for maybe for your understanding purpose, I am trying to portray it in a different way. So in detail, we will see in the object oriented. But now, sir, very simple. Everything in Python is treated as an object. So everything, anything, if you take even function is also an object. There is a predefined class for that. Class function will be there.
Okay.
Okay. So like that, everything is treated as an object. But there are, if an object is there, corresponding class should be there, right? Because it is an object oriented principle. So compulsory classes should be there. And these classes, if they have already defined, those are called as predefined classes. Some functionalities are already written. Suppose if you want to implement by your own, then you have to create the class. Like demo how I have done. Like this, you have to create your own class. For your own class, you are the responsible person for creating the object in which style you implemented the code. But coming to the predefined, just you need to assign the value automatically. Based on this, it is going to recognize the type of the data and the corresponding class object will be created. Just to remember up to this. And if you are getting full confusion, remove the word called class. That's what I have done here. Got it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, all these print type, all these functions, right? So like, is it, I mean, it automatically recognizing it. Like yesterday when you were discussing about some square roots, power, all that, you have imported a module on the top.
Yes,
so
yes.
do
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to mention anything?
No, sir, no, sir. Here, see, Python library is implemented in such a way that if Python library is like this, and they have created some modules. In that modules, they kept some functions. Okay, like this we have. So in the same way, there are some functions without, okay, there are some functions, so which are globally available. We are not required to include in the functions like this we have. Now, if you want to access this, so if you want to enter into this, so corresponding module name you have to take, in that some function will be there, like math.f, like this we have to call. So similarly, if you want to access this function, since it is not placed inside any module, directly we have an option to call. So which functions, such type of things, commonly used functions will be available in this style. Sir, in every program we will use a print, right? So that's why it is a common function, applicable globally. And a type function, it is a very common function. And similarly, I want to find out maximum element. So we have max function is there. It is global function. And do you know? So I want to find out factorial. So like this I have. Assume for the max function, if you are giving two integer values, 10 and 20, it will return 20. So if I am giving, so 10.5 and 10.6, it will return 10.6. If I am giving ABC and MNO, so which one it is going to return maximum? According to the character comparison, M and O will be written. That's why it is called as a common function, applicable for all type of data. Sir, what
Okay.
about factorial? It is applicable only for numbers. Can we call for strings? Are you getting my point? That's why this is inserted inside math module, because only for the mathematical applications we can use this. Got it?
Okay, got it.
And
So,
string related functions will be available in string module. So I have a string. I want to convert this into uppercase. Is this uppercase function we are defining as a global? No. Compulsory you have to define inside the string, because it is applicable only for string type of data. Got it?
right. Sir, with your explanation, can I relate? Sorry, I'm going back, but can I relate this module to a class now?
Yeah, you can.
Basically, the module is math. That class demo is that. Within that class demo, you have defined a function. So that a factorial is becoming a function of math module. So you're basically calling math.function. Similarly, you can call the object dot the demo function.
Yes. But don't go in
If it
detail.
is-
Just remember only one point here. Please listen. So here, modules and classes both are as of now same, sir. Okay. But the only difference is in modules we don't have any security. For the classes, high security will be there. Anyone can call math module and you can ask for factorial. But in the class, compulsory you must be an object. I want to reset my password. So there will be a option called password inside the class. If a first student is created, first student password is different. Second student password is different. Is a first student password can be modified by second student? No. Is the second student password can be modified by first student? No. So their security matters a lot. In such cases, you have to go for classes. First student want to calculate factorial of the given number. He can directly use the module, math module. Second student wants to calculate factorial for the given number. No problem, directly these both persons, so without getting any permission, they can call. Such type of things you have to keep inside the modules. Got it?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, in depth, no need to go in the beginning, sir, because in the next level, you will get all these things. I request everyone to please don't confuse. We will see all these things. At least now, just to remember how to get the type of the data. For that, we have a special function is there called a type. If you pass the argument, it is going to return the type of the object. Please confirm, is the concept is clear up to this whatever I covered? Clear, sir? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So the next one, what we have, sir, ID object is there. Okay, next function, next function what we have here is ID. Listen carefully. If you are passing an object, sir, it is going to return address of the given object. ID means what? Address. So it returns address of an object, and we know, so it is a unique value. It is a unique value. Okay, in the memory representation, it is nothing but a unique value. Sir, here there is one small conclusion is also there. Please listen carefully. Sir, first I am declaring one variable called a is equal to 10, and I am trying to find out a value. If you print a, what output we will get? 10 we will get. Simultaneously, I'm asking ID of a also. Yeah, we can print multiple values, no problem. Sir, after 10, it will give a space and it will give some random value, sir. We can't give guarantee for that. A random value will be printed. Let's have a look once. Sir, now you can see 10 is the data, and this 10 is located. Okay, this 10 is located in some memory location like this. Okay, this 10 is located. Okay, this 10 is located in some memory area. So what is the name of this particular object, sir? It is nothing but X or something like A. So what is the content in this 10? So what about a memory address? Something like it is ending with 1096 or something like I'm giving. So it is ending with, so 1096, something like this we have. So this is nothing but what output we got. Sir, can I run one more time? Yes. Sir, we are getting almost the same value. Actually, this value will change. Of course, we will see in the next step. Sir, okay, fine. Then this is nothing but how to find out ID of an object. Okay, it is going to return some random value. Now, please listen carefully. Second example, sir, in addition to this 10, I am going to take so one more variable like b is equal to 20. Sir, what will happen? I'm finding the value of I'm printing the value of a b, which is 20, and for a we will get one random value, for b we will get a different values. Okay, but please make sure when Python is allocating memory, first it is going to check array you are trying to store the value of a, next time your assignment is b is equal to 20. Inside the memory unit, it is going to check array with this memory location 20, with the content 20, is there any memory location? No. Then only it will create the memory location. Okay, now the name of the memory location is nothing but b, and the content is 20, and it is going to generate random value 2. In this case, it is going to generate random value 1. Like this we have. Okay, so let us cross check. Let us cross check by executing the code. Now have a look once. Sir, for 10, we got one memory. For 20, we got one memory. Like that, different memory locations we are going to get. Now, sir, next example, please take a bit very special care. Sir, do you know here, when you are trying to declare one more variable, like c is equal to, now I am giving 10. Sir, what will happen? Our Python is going to check array. Is there any memory location with content 10? Yes, already there. Again, why you need to create an object? Instead of creating an object, please try to use the same references. Okay, don't create any object. Ask this C also to point to the same memory location. Now, what is the conclusion here? The object A and the object C both are pointing to the same memory location. That means here it will print 10, and what random value we will get? Whatever value that we got for random value 1 for A, same value we will get. If you want, you can see. Sir, is it 1096? Is it 1096? Yes. You can create one more integer variable also, sir, with content 10. It will point to the same. So this is nothing but the beautiful concept which is there in Python. Okay, with respect to object. In this, there are some disadvantages also there. What is a disadvantage? Assume I asked person C to do the modification. When person C is doing the modification, definitely that modification will be reflected for A also or not. Yes, why? Because both objects are pointing to the same memory location. So definitely if one person is trying to change the content, that reflection will be there for another person also. So do you know this concept is called as mutability nature. Mutability nature. But there are some concepts are there we can declare, so some objects with immutability feature. Immutability in the sense what? Modifications are not allowed. If you are trying to do modifications, you will get a new object, it won't accept the modifications. So this integer object is immutable object. If A wants to try the content, it is not accepting. If B wants to change the content, it is not going to accept, because integer object is immutable object. Don't worry, this mutability and immutability concept I am going to cover here. After completion of these fundamental data types, we are going to see so mutable and immutable objects. There I will explain in detail about this. Up to that, don't worry at all. Sir, please confirm. So this memory allocation, how the objects are created, is this concept is clear, friends? Up to this, whatever I covered. Yes, please confirm.
So what is the purpose of this, sir? Like, what's the
to
use?
to reduce memory consumption, sir. To utilize the memory very effectively, we are using. Suppose consider in my program, I have a small application is there. Like I want to maintain math subject marks. Okay, math subject is there, right? Mathematics subject is there, right? Math subject marks I want to represent. Assume I have 100 students are there. For 100 students, I want to declare. Maybe first student marks is 90. Second student marks is 90. Third student marks is 99. Unfortunately, fourth student got 100. So fifth student got 100. So sixth student got 100. Okay, like dot, 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 dot. So last student, that is yes, 100th student got marks 90. Now you can see. Sir, total how many objects are there? 100 objects are there. Assume for 100 objects, if memory is allocated for every object, assume it is going to take 1 byte memory. Just for example sake, I am taking. Sir, total how much memory is required? 100 bytes is required. So, but for these 100, suppose assume, so there are some common objects are there. Like assume 100 out of 100, some 50 students got 100 out of 100. Then, sir, I'm going to represent the memory. Okay, please listen carefully. For 50 student, I will take only 1 byte. I will take only 1 byte. For remaining 50, assume unique values are there. So that means what? 50 bytes. So total how many bytes are required? 51 bytes. Is the memory utilization is happening or not? Yes. This is the advantage, sir. So are you trying to change the marks of student 6? No, we can't change. Suppose if you are changing, a new object will be created for S6. Are you getting my point, sir?
Yes, sir.
Right. That is the mutability nature. We will see in detail. Sir, please confirm how this ID object is working, which will return the memory location where that particular object is stored. That part it is going to return. Please confirm, is the concept is clear, friends? Please confirm. Clear?
Sir, mutable in the sense like it is able to overwrite, right?
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
It
Okay.
is able to allow the modifications.
Okay.
Yeah, we will see. Don't worry. The topic in detail we are going to cover. Right. Sir, next one. Sir, every time I need to take, okay, every time I need to take this particular content and I have to check whether random value, I mean memory allocated for this object and this object, how I can compare. For that, our Python is providing one beautiful operator. What is that operator is, do you know? So our Python is going to provide one operator like print A. Okay, so print B, 1 second. Hello. Yeah, right. Sir, you can see here, if you are printing A value and B value and C value, sir, we got a 10, 20, like that the content is there. Sir, I want to check whether A and B are pointing to the same memory location or not. Don't go for ID function. There is one special operator is there called is. Is operator is there. This is operator is going to return two values, either true or false. If A and B are pointing to the same memory location, it will return true. And if A and B are not pointing to the same memory location, it will return false. Can you tell me, is it going to return true or false? Please confirm. Yes, is A and B are same or different? Same memory location or different memory location? Please confirm. Ayo, this much story I have taken. Same memory location or different?
False.
It is nothing but different memory locations. The output what we are expecting is false. Suppose if I am asking A is a C, A and C both are pointing to the same memory location. We are getting the output saying true. True. So now let us see what will happen. False and true are the outputs. Am I correct? Yes, false and true. Like this we have. Sir, don't worry. We will discuss about this mutability and immutability nature in detail. So this is nothing but ID function what we have. Sir, in addition to that last function, what is the last function that we have? Sir, this function is not a global function. It is available in sys.getSizeOf. Okay, getSizeOf. You have to pass an object. What it is going to do? Very simple. It returns the size of the object in bytes. Sir, how much size is allocated? It is going to return in the form of bytes, sir. So directly I am taking one example. Okay, sir, have a look once. So for this we have to import one module called sys. Sir, I have a is equal to 10 is there, and b is equal to, I am taking a big number. Okay, and I am taking c is equal to another big number I am taking just for our convenient purpose. Sir, now I want to check. Okay, I want to check what is the size of a. How to get? Sys dot get the size of get the size of a, and get the size of b, get the size of c. Definitely you can see the different values. Sir, a size is nothing but 28 bytes, b object size is nothing but 40 bytes, c object size is nothing but 52 bytes. Like that it is returning the data in the form of bytes. Can you please confirm? So how to calculate the size? Is it clear for you people? Please confirm, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, even the files also will give you the sizes, huh? For this? Just the objects.
Sir, what is your question?
Uh, do we have to pass only objects, or it will take the files also?
No. File is also an object.
Okay, you can just simply give out the
Yes, you can
location
pass
of
the
the file. And
you can give the what you can call that reference name.
okay.
So because file is also an object, so just that
Okay.
reference will be there, right? F is equal to file, something like that you are going to write, right? Just
Yes,
if you
sir.
give that, it will
Okay.
return. Okay.
And it is able to interpret the whole path and everything, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I
very good.
like F is
Yeah,
equal to
that,
C
yeah,
drive
first we have
something.
to create that F. Later it will
Okay.
give you complete information.
Okay.
We have file handling is there. There I will explain. So these are nothing but what are the various functions that we have. And let me give some introduction to the integer data type. With that I will close. So what is this integer data type? So first data type we are going to cover. Please have a look once. Sir, what is this integer data type? Why we need to go for integer data type? Very simple, sir. It is used to represent. Okay, it is used to represent integral values. If I want to represent any integral values, you have to go for integer data type. What values will be there? Sir, minus infinity to plus infinity. If any values are there, it is considered as integer. Sir, here there is no point of ranges. This is the minimum value, this is the maximum value. Such a type of concept is there in other programming languages where data types are not considered as an object. But in Python, everything is treated as an object. There is no size limit on that. Sir, this object size should be only 10 MB. This object size should be only 5 MB. No such a type of rules. You can push any data, happily it is going to take. Sir, do you know, if you take any Java program, consider I am taking x is equal to something like this. Sir, is it going to allow? Let me cross check. So Java C test.java. So compiles fine. Now I am taking like this. Sir, is it going to allow? Have you observed? Integer number is too large. Can I take it as long integer? Then is it going to allow? No. Integer number is too large. Have you observed? You can't represent this much data. Okay. Sir, up to this? No. Sir, up to this? No. Sir, up to this? No. Sir, for that we have long integer data type is there. We can go for long integer there. Sir, is it going to store? Sir, number is too long. Let us give this value suffixed with L. Sir, it is taking. Now let me take some other values. Have you observed integer number is too large? Sir, do you know in Java we have a restriction on the size? If you want just 1 second. Have you observed in Java we have 4 types of integers are there: byte, short, integer, long. The range of long you can see. This is the value what we have. Okay, sir, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 up to 19 digits it is going to permit. Sir, what about my Python? Have you observed? Is it a 19 digit number? No, it is taking. Even if you want, you can take a few more zeros also, no problem. This much big value also my Python is ready to hold, no issue at all. If you want, just let me execute up to this. Here I am taking it as a and I will try to print this a value. Let us see what will happen. Is it going to print that data in Python? So because we don't have any restriction, sir, even if you can see factorial of the given number, sir, can I find out math dot factorial? Okay, math dot so factorial for a number called 5. In other programming languages, up to certain limit only you can find. Sir, can I find math dot factorial of 10? Sir, can I find math dot factorial of 20? Sir, can you find math dot factorial of 40? Have you observed the size is increasing? Okay, can I find out a math dot factorial of 50? Sir, can we write a Java program to hold this much number? No, you can't find factorial so greater than or equal to 10 in the case of other programming languages. So even if you take 100 also, but it may take some time, but definitely it will respond. If you take 1000 factorial also, it takes a long time, but definitely it will respond. Have you observed? It is a single number. It is a single number. Sir, this kind of facility is there in Python. So because everything is treated as a is a object, sir, there is a no range concept here. There is no range concept. Okay, and so these integers are without a decimal. Without a decimal values you have to provide. That means points should not be there. Okay, next, sir, please make sure it is always of a type. What is a type here? It is going to consider within angular brackets like a class and within single quotes integer. Like this we have. If you want just one simple example for this, sir, here I am taking a is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. Print of a, we will get a 10. So print of, okay, print of type of a, it is going to return an object of type class integer. If you want, you can see. Sir, can I say is it nothing but integer object or not? Yes. Okay, I think the basic integer data type, how to represent the number, is it clear? Please confirm. Clear up to this? Right. So with this, I will stop today's session, and from Monday we will continue. And I told already, right, 8 o'clock we have to meet for the continuation. Okay. So for them, I
Sir,
covered, I think, 1 second, sir, please. So I think for them, I covered up to data types. Data types in the introduction part only they have. So maybe some revision is also required. I will take for them in the Monday class. Okay, sir, I think up to introduction to the data type and everything is documented, sir. Okay, you can see whatever concept I told here, the same thing is available in the running notes also. And I started integer data type and I have taken the simple points. But how to represent the integer data, for that some notations are there. Anyway, in the Monday class, I will explain this. Next, I covered some base conversion functions also. That part also I will explain on Monday. And we have seen floating point data type. That part also I will revise on Monday. And that's all. Boolean data type. So up to this I covered. Then we have to start as usual string data type complex. So Monday onwards, our session will be there at 8 o'clock or 8:05 or 8:10. Okay, you need to log in at 8 o'clock. At any these 3 slots, I will start. Okay, because so 7 to 8 class will be there. So it may take some 5 or 10 minutes a bit delayed sometimes. So in that cases, so you can fix these timings. Maximum by 8:05, I will start the session from Monday onwards. 8:05 to 9:30 will be there. Okay, this is nothing but from Monday class timings. Okay, and this is the last demo. If you are having any queries, you can ask all your queries, and from Monday we will have our regular classes. Right, any doubts?
Sir, yesterday you shared the Muskan number, right? The minute you closed, I couldn't save that chat. Can you reshare that number, please?
One second. I think I have typed here. 1 second. Yeah. Just copy pasted. You can cross check.
Hello. Yesterday I called to that number, sir, but nobody picked the call around 8:30 p.m. Should I call and confirm today?
Do one thing. Mahesh and Shravani, please post your numbers in the chat window. Of course, it is already private. Just to post your numbers, I will send to madam and I will ask her to call. Okay, that will be good.
Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, if anyone interested to make the payments, just ping your mobile numbers with your name in the chat window. Those who have not paid the fee yet, so our team are going to make a call to you. Just I will forward your numbers to them.